Today I'm headed down to Lodi, Ohio to look at an old 1940s train station. What I discover is fascinating. We're going to hop over into Lodi and look at an old rail station that's there. Hopefully we can get to that. We'll see you when we get over there. There it is. Well, hello, we made it. We made it over here to Lodi, Ohio, at this little museum. This is kind of neat. We're going to take a walk around, see what we got. Looks like it's a couple of cabooses and a station. Now, from what I understand, I believe that station has always been here. We're going to take a look. This is the Lodi Rail Museum, established 2005. Flatbed cart, used to transport baggage on that. They got a couple of speeders in here. I gotta believe that's where you would purchase your tickets at the window. Of course, there is a line that comes through here. Okay, we're gonna walk around the front. It's a little difficult, but I think my friend, Mr. Traveler, would make it here. Let's go up, let's see. Looks like it's pretty easy to get up there. A little bit of a step up here. Lodi Railroad Museum. Now, I don't know what they would have inside there. That door is open. Again, I'm here about 4 o'clock. Usually most of the things close up. Let's take a look over here at the Caboose. I always wanted to go inside a Caboose. I'm going to take a little walk up here. Caboose. Okay. They're working on the other one here. Trying to get it restored. Ah. This is kind of nice. The lanterns and the walkies. Lanterns used to be the signal. That's the way the conductor in the back would let the engineer know. The seats, of course, they were kind of pitched. Let's see if we can see it. If you sat in the seat, you'd be able to look out. So you get yourself a 360 view of the train.
You find it, Jim?
Minimum. There's the stove. Potbelly stove to keep them warm.
That's not the
Basic
original
accoutrements. Sink. Yeah, a little place to maybe take a nap. Okay, don't forget to hold on to the train's moving. You want to get thrown around. Little area to eat in. This is so cool. And again, that one, they're working on it. They're restoring it. I'm gonna walk through one more time. That's a water tank.
Yep. Well, that's the way how it looked. They had a little bench here for the brakeman and the conductor back here.
Mm-hmm.
At the roundhouse, I worked on a steam engine down there. I have a low pressure license. Well, I had. But I worked on the 47, which was in the movie The Natural with Robert Ripper.
Right.
Yes. Baseball movie.
And that's actually where the head is.
That's where the bathroom is.
Yeah.
And they had bunks in here. I think there was another bunk over on this side.
Yeah, it looks like there's one down that way, right?
Yeah,
so there's
we got one over there.
like 3
and they
bunks.
had a table in there for them to work on, like we just put over there.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate it.
You done any other caboose, Jim? All right.
We're gonna get down here.
This is in February of '49. The reason why they had to take them off, you got to put grease in there. And if you don't put enough grease in there, you're going to have a derailment. They'll lock up. Or you put way too much grease, they'll set them on fire.
Yeah.
So now they only run on roller bearing.
They used to have tracks that would come down all the way on this side. And there are still some tracks on that side, however, they're basically right there. There was a little waiting section on this end of it. However, the story I got is that there was a car stuck on the tracks over here. And to move it, they just wanted to push it off on the side. They pushed it off, and it took off this half of the building. Now, plans are to extend it again back to the way it was. What I'm told, nickel plate used to run down this side of the building. E&O would run up the other side. Look at the tracks that are gone. Very cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for joining me. Glad to have you along. You have a great day.